What is up, guys? We are back, and Jericho, what is this?
Daylight.
Is that what that is? Is that
A miracle.
blue sky? I don't believe it. It's okay. It's totally not like us, but cool. Look at that. It's daylight, and we got all the cars moved out of the driveway. We're going to bring her in, and then we're gonna finally put. Oh, it's a nice shirt, Jericho.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I've got to sport it, rock it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. Oh shoot! Look.
What? Me too?
I got might as well.
man.
Represent.
Okay, ready? Time lapse.
Time lapse. All right. So, before we actually get, look at my hands are all full of powder from the gloves. Looks like I've been eating powdered donuts. Maybe I have been. Whatever. But anyway. So anyway, our engine is pretty much ready to go on. We did semi-weld up the turbo header or manifold. We did torque down the intake manifold, and also right before we put this in, we're gonna go ahead and we did find the proper hose for our water bypass, so we'll be putting hose clamps on there. It'll be just a little bit easier for us to do it now while it's on the engine stand, and also put the oil sandwich on, or oil sandwich adapter on right there, before we put this into the Starion. So look at that thing, man. I can't get over looking at that. We got all of our fittings, our dash 10 fittings that we need, our breather fittings, so hopefully we can get a lot of that stuff mounted into the car today or tonight. Today, still daytime. Weird. Okay, and also, guess what came in the mail?
K-Pro, bro.
Oh, whoa. Look at that. Honda K-Pro.
It work on Acura too.
Yeah, okay, works on Acuras too. Well, this kind of is a
This
Acura
is the Toyota
harness. Yeah, Toyota motor. So anyway, we picked the RK Pro up from HA Motorsports, or however you want to pronounce it. Ha! Do not laugh at them, because they do actually offer the best price. You know, even over eBay, over anything, Craigslist, whatever, even used, it's still cheaper than a used one sometimes. And what's awesome is they do include the actual ECU and also the little circuit board, the Honda. This is a K-Pro version 4. This computer is actually great for this particular swap, or actually if you're using the K series into any other non-Honda, Acura, whatever. This is actually an automatic transmission ECU, and then they claim this to be like the budget version. It will work the same. This will not work on an RSX, pretty much, even if the RSX was automatic transmission, because those functions have been disabled. So this is actually $100. How much did we pay for this? About $7.99.
$7.99.
$7.99. And it comes with the awesome Honda clear cover, which I like. And yeah, pretty cool. So out of these five connectors here, we'll only be using 3. So, and we just have to wire the actual speed sensor directly into one of these additional ports that they got here, which isn't a big deal. And like I said, $7.99 complete package, also with the USB cable and the accessory plugs with it too. And it's already should be serialized, so there's no immobilizer on it, so which is awesome. So yeah, hamotorsports.com. Check them out. Very good. So, are you ready? Are you ready?
Like spaghetti.
Like spaghetti. All right. Let's go ahead and...
My biggest fan.
That's your biggest fan, huh?
I'm here from 8 to 5.
So, let's go ahead and muscle in the Starion and put her back in her temporary home. So, you can see actually the garage is pretty clean for what it is. So, that's all going to change here very soon.
Crunch time.
Crunch time. We got to get that thing in, and we got to start wiring up and doing everything else. So, I'll be right back. And guess who's back in the garage? Look at that. Look how nice and shiny. So shiny. Cool. And there's that delete that Jericho had did with the ABS. That one came out pretty good. So, yeah, let's get the old cherry picker out of here, or engine hoist, whatever you want to call it, and put her in there. And oh, where'd the engine go? Wasn't the engine on there? Where'd it go?
Threw it away.
Oh, I threw it away, huh? Darn it. Whoa! There it is. Oh, look at that. Look how clean that looks. Look at that. Wow. I am impressed at what you've done here. Very good, Jericho.
Thank you.
Very good, Jericho.
Thank you very much.
All right, so as you can see, we installed the engine already, and guess what? It is nighttime. We're more used to this type of background right now. We did have actually a little hold up, like always. The bolt that we had inserted through the cross member from the underside for the lower mount right there, the stud itself was sticking up a little bit too far, making contact with our motor mount. I remember, well, Jericho reminded me that I had said I was going to shave it down. I never did. So when we first installed the motor, the bolt would not go through. So we had to remove the motor again, of course, and then grind that bolt down, which was very difficult to do. And we didn't want to remove the whole lower control arm just to get to it and remove it or whatever. So we had to saw it off. Luckily, we didn't damage anything, at least from what I can see. And we reinstalled the engine after that with no issues. And there she is. And right now, where we're at, we are starting to configure the heater hoses, which are going to work great like that. Look at that shine. You see that shine? Look at you. Which is going to work great. We can see we go under here to our thermostat housing. We have, obviously, in the back, we have our bypass that I had showed you earlier, and then the hose in the front is going directly to the heater core, and then we're going out the heater core and to our EGR delete there in the back. So that's going to work out great. As you can probably see here, in line we have a dash 6 fitting right in between the hoses here. I have another one that's actually under the runner, you really can't see, but that is going to be for the water cooling for the turbo water jackets, which is going to this dash 6 banjo right here on this side and also on the other side. We installed our sandwich adapter or oil cooler adapter. And yeah, right now Jericho is prepping the fuel rail because we're going to go ahead and install the fuel injectors. The fuel injectors we actually wound up going with is a new product from Blocks. They are 1,000 cc injectors. For the price, you really can't go wrong for 1,000 cc. They are guaranteeing that they do flow equally, more or less. You know, they didn't send us a flow chart though. I mean, I really wish they would, Blocks. So I'll send them an email and just maybe inform them. But this is a new product on the market, and the whole set of 4 was under $300 for.
It's the Eco FI.
Yeah, there you go. Eco FI 1,000 cc. So as long as it says it on there, it must be true. So we're gonna go ahead and prep the fuel rail so we can at least get it on there. We do not have the transmission installed. The motor mounts are bolted in. We are still waiting for our clutch disc, which Jericho is going to purchase next week. Clutch Master said they will only take a day turnaround or 24-hour turnaround, and we'll have it the following day, which is cool. We already have the flywheel torqued on there with our ASP flywheel bolts. Everything's torqued down to 95 pounds, like they said. All right, guys. Now I think we're going to go ahead and call it a night. But we did get the fuel injectors in with the fuel rail. It is tightened down. We just need to tighten these up. I don't think, yeah, we haven't tightened those yet. Got to tighten those up before we forget. And then you did tighten up the bottom plug as well? Okay, cool. All right, guys. So what do you guys think? I mean, it came out really nice. I mean, that red really pops out in the blackness over here. It really shows. Obviously, we got our matching oil cap right there, matching dipstick. Right here is actually meant for the other style, but I don't care. I like it. This is the donkey. This gives, look at that. It looks like a special motor just made just for this car. Like not like the motor has no code or anything on it. This is a Starion motor. That's it. Right? Or am I just talking delirious right now because I'm probably tired.
It's the tired.
Yeah. So you see, we got some our dash 10 fittings for our crank ventilation right here that will be traveling back around behind there to our catch can right here. You know, he's a small guy, but I think he'll do the job. I think we're probably gonna wind up tucking him over here in the corner like this, hopefully. A little bracket, and then hopefully it doesn't. I don't think it should interfere with the exhaust, because we're just gonna drop 90, probably 90 straight down and then 90 back over. Yeah, we'll probably wind up doing that. And then our boost solenoid. You can see I already put a Doots, whatever you call it, connector on them. I love working with these. These are. Wait, let's see if I can. My camera will focus here. You tap the camera so it'll focus. There we go. Cool. So yeah, I put our Doots connector, some German connector, and then also nylon wire loom on our boost solenoid. So, and then we do have a mount for it right here.
CNC machined.
CNC machined, sure. And then we will be planting her right here. Hold that. Pretty much this mounts to here. Then we'll go ahead and mount that right here. That way our connector can go to where the old loom used to go. Wind up tucking everything away right there, nice and neat. And then obviously our wastegate is going to be located underneath the turbo. So we'll just have the vacuum lines coming from there. And then this particular turbo didn't come with an outlet, so we'll be tapping this and putting in a threaded fitting. We can go to our boost controller there. And I think that'll really look nice.
Yeah.
What do you think? And then, or we can just do a hood exit. What do you guys think of that? Kill the whole sleeper status and just go with the hood exit. I think we'll make it down the street and then we get pulled over.
All out.
Imagine the flames making the shit out of that thing. That'd be awesome. I think we need to make an exhaust just like that type of exhaust, like a hood exit for like car shows or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And then we'll just bolt it on, and then we'll leave the other one just dangling down or something. That'd be cool. Got to put the coils in there, but it looks very nice. I mean, I can't exaggerate enough. So, right here, this is actually our battery box. It is a little bit close to this. We're actually going to wind up trimming this down a bit so we can bring the pipes a little bit closer to the engine. We're actually going to be running an Odyssey battery. There we go.
Odyssey.
Our little baby battery right here. It's going to be mounted into that little box, which is going to bolt up against the front core support. So pretty much in the original position, but I would say a quarter, if not less, the size of the original. Thank you. Less. Let's see if we can. Nah, I can't sneak it in right now.
No, you know you want to.
I know I want to.
Oh, you know you will.
You're right.
You're going to.
You know me too well. Let's see. Does it go this way?
Yeah.
It does go that way. There we go. Perfect. So it's going to mount up just like that.
What?
Look at that. Nice and tuck and teeny. And then we have all the hardware, so we can actually bring all of our power wires or everything from our wire tuck, plug it into here. Obviously, we're going to need to bring a wire up from the starter as well to here, but we'll try to tuck that as much as possible. And then other than that, that worked out great. That's going to work out great. And we are going to be putting insert nuts in there, so it just looks a little bit more factory, like it came that way.
Wow, you can't even see it from the front.
No, it's like a tuck battery. I would have loved to put it in there, but you know, we could have put it in the trunk. Maybe some people would be like, "Why don't you put it in the trunk?" But there's just too much red tape you got to jump through when you go. If we ever wanted to race it, go take it to the track or something, there's just too many rules.
To the track? Where?
I don't know. So any track, I don't care. I just want to burn out.
Oh.
But yeah, well, I mean, when you run the battery to the trunk, you have to have external cutoffs, and I don't want to puncture the back bumper just to put an on and off switch. So right here will be perfect.
I love it.
I love it even more. So we still need to get our map sensor. That's one of the sensors that we are missing. We do have our air intake temperature sensor that we need to tap onto here, and also we need to put our flanges for our blow-off valves on here as well. Look at that, looks nice, man. I can't even tell. It's 3 pieces. Our fittings are installed. As far as our power steering fittings are tightened down. Our fuel fitting down there is back in. There we go.
Oh, all 3 of them.
So, yeah. So next episode, for sure, Jericho is going to wind up, he's probably going to take it home with him tonight, the harness, so he can cut it open. Because we do have an automatic transmission harness, and we do need to eliminate the black colored plug off of there. That way, you know, we can start simplifying it, and then go from there. So next time we start doing that, I can start making all the hoses, start mounting up everything, mount this guy, run our power steering hoses, all that deliciousness.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Man, with all this quarantine and staying home kind of thing, everybody's out just revving up like crazy, huh?
Yeah, I'm out there.
What's wrong with them?
I don't know. Am I wearing an S&R shirt?
Yeah, I think you are.
Am I covered? No, I'm not covering it up. I'm good, right?
Yeah, you're good.
It's a nice shirt.
Yeah, I mean, shoot.
I like it. Cool guys. Guys, check them out. S&R Motoring. They are on the East Coast. They are building a Conquest.
Ooh.
And we hope one day to cross paths with these guys and pretty much tear them up in ours. It's a little bit. We'll let them drive it, right?
Oh, yeah.
We'll let them drive it.
No, you know what? They don't want to drive this. They want to drive Swifter.
Oh, they want to drive the Swift, huh?
Yeah.
We'll probably put the Swift in the trunk, and then we can take it with us to the East Coast.
Right?
And then we can beat them up.
Yeah.
But cool. But anyway, thanks guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this, please. We do appreciate all your views and subscription as well. And leave any comment you have below on this, or let your hate flow. I don't know why you would hate it. I mean, look at it. Look at it. Who hates this? Who hates this? Someone's gonna say, "Oh, I do."
I do.
I do. Okay. Oh, and also we have another buddy up north. By the name of Levi. He doesn't have a YouTube channel or anything, but he does have an Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and check out his build. He's actually doing a similar build, same engine. It's a little bit configuration on it's a little bit different than ours, but check him out. Levi is a Burge, Burge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at Levi Burge, and check out his. Drop some likes for him. Any comments? Let your hate flow on him. Whatever you guys want. So, all right, guys. Have a great night. Stay safe. Don't let the virus bite.